From the towering pyramids to the hidden chambers of the pharaohs, ancient Egypt holds secrets that have baffled historians for centuries. But what if some of these mysteries are far more than just puzzles of the past? Join us as we uncover the unsolved mysteries of ancient Egypt that continue to leave scholars in awe. Why were some tombs mysteriously empty? What's the truth behind the Great Sphinx? The answers might be closer than we think, or they could change everything we thought we knew about this ancient civilization. The Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, continues to astonish archaeologists, engineers, and historians alike, standing at 481 feet tall. This pyramid was the tallest man-made structure for over 3,800 years. But the true secrets behind its construction remain elusive. Built around 4,500 years ago during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu, the pyramid was originally covered in smooth white limestone casing stones that reflected the sun, making it shine brilliantly. Today we can only imagine how spectacular it must have appeared to ancient onlookers. One of the biggest mysteries surrounding the Great Pyramid is how it was built. For centuries, historians and archaeologists have debated whether it was constructed using ramps, cranes, or even extraterrestrial assistance. The ancient Egyptians didn't leave behind detailed records of their construction methods, which leaves us with only speculative theories. The most widely accepted theory suggests that a massive spiral ramp was built around the pyramid, allowing workers to transport the massive stones to the top. However, there's no archaeological evidence of such a ramp, and some believe that the pyramid's sheer scale suggests that something much more extraordinary may have been involved. Furthermore, the precision with which the Great Pyramid was constructed is another aspect that baffles experts. The alignment of the pyramid to the cardinal directions is so accurate that modern-day technology has trouble replicating it. Pyramids for sides are perfectly aligned with the 4 points of the compass, and the difference between the sides' lengths is less than 1/10 of an inch. To achieve such precision using primitive tools seems almost impossible. Some theorists suggest that the Egyptians possessed advanced knowledge of astronomy, or even that they had access to technology that has since been lost. The interior of the Great Pyramid is just as puzzling. While we know that the tomb of Pharaoh Khufu was originally inside, it's unclear why the burial chamber is so sparse. There are no elaborate treasures or carvings that you might expect to find in a royal tomb. In fact, much of the tomb's original contents, including the sarcophagus, were looted over time. But even more curious is the discovery of air shafts within the pyramid. These shafts, which were once thought to be simple ventilation openings, have led to theories that the pyramid may have had some sort of astronomical purpose. Some researchers believe that these shafts were aligned with specific stars or constellations, possibly serving as a cosmic link between the pharaoh and the gods. Another puzzle is the missing capstone. The Great Pyramid was originally topped with a golden or limestone capstone, but it is now gone. Its absence raises questions. Was it removed by ancient looters, or did it somehow disappear over time? And if so, where did it go, and why is it so difficult to find traces of it? The loss of the capstone, like many aspects of the pyramid, only deepens the mystery of the Great Pyramid of Giza. As we continue to uncover new technologies and methods to explore these ancient wonders, one thing remains clear: the Great Pyramid of Giza is far more than just a tomb. It is a testament to a civilization's ingenuity, ambition, possibly a glimpse into an advanced knowledge that the ancient Egyptians may have possessed but we may never fully understand. The Great Sphinx of Giza, with its lion's body and human head, stands as one of the most iconic and mysterious monuments of ancient Egypt. Carved out of a single piece of limestone, the Sphinx towers over the desert, facing directly toward the rising sun. For centuries, this colossal statue has captivated the imaginations of historians, archaeologists, and conspiracy theorists alike. But despite its fame, the Sphinx remains shrouded in mystery, with questions about its origins, purpose, and even its age still left unanswered. One of the most puzzling aspects of the Sphinx is the uncertainty surrounding its construction. The traditional belief is that the Sphinx was built during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu, around 2500 BC, as a representation of the pharaoh himself. This theory is based on the fact that the Sphinx is located near Khufu's pyramid and the associated Valley Temple. However, this dating has been widely debated. Some researchers argue that the Sphinx might be far older than the commonly accepted timeline. Geological studies of the weathering patterns on the Sphinx's body have raised intriguing questions about its true age. While most Egyptologists place the Sphinx's construction around 2500 BC, some geologists, including Robert Schoch, a professor of geology at Boston University, suggest that the Sphinx could be as much as 10,000 years old. According to Schoch, the erosion on the Sphinx's body shows signs of water damage, which would only occur from prolonged exposure to heavy rainfall. Since Egypt was a much wetter place, 10,000 years ago, this theory suggests that the Sphinx may have been carved long before the time of Kafir, during Qasida, a time when Egypt was experiencing a climate very different from what it is today. This theory has led to a re-evaluation of the history of ancient Egypt itself. If the Sphinx is indeed much older than traditionally thought, it could imply that the civilization that built it was far more ancient and advanced than we currently understand. The idea that the Sphinx may predate the pyramids has sparked interest in the possibility of lost civilizations, advanced technologies, and a deeper understanding of humanity's early history. The identity of the figure represented by the Sphinx is another mystery that continues to intrigue scholars. The conventional theory is that the Sphinx depicts Pharaoh Kafir, who is often shown with a traditional royal headdress and a beard. However, some alternative theories suggest that the Sphinx could represent another figure entirely. Some Egyptologists propose that it could be a representation of an earlier pharaoh, such as Khufu, or even a godlike figure, possibly Horus or the sun god Ra. Still, others believe that the Sphinx was not a human figure at all, but instead an animal deity, such as the lion-headed goddess Sekhmet, who is often depicted as a lioness. Another fascinating aspect of the Sphinx is its hidden chambers and passageways. Over the years, numerous reports and explorations have suggested that there might be hidden rooms beneath or within the Sphinx, possibly containing treasures, knowledge, or artifacts that could unlock further secrets of ancient Egypt. The most famous of these theories involves the so-called Hall of Records, which some believe lies beneath the Sphinx, according to this theory. The Hall of Records contains ancient scrolls, or knowledge of a long-lost civilization, possibly explaining the origins of the Great Pyramid or the Sphinx itself. However, despite extensive exploration and excavation around the Sphinx, no definitive proof of hidden chambers has been found. Despite the many investigations and hypotheses, the Sphinx continues to be an enigma. What was its original purpose? Why is it located precisely where it is, facing the rising sun? Could it hold the key to understanding a lost chapter of Egypt's past? And if it was built by a civilization older than the ancient Egyptians, who were they and what happened to them? The mystery surrounding the Sphinx suggests that it may not just be a monument, but a doorway to a deeper understanding of the past. As we continue to examine its secrets, we might one day uncover answers that completely rewrite what we know about ancient civilizations, and perhaps even our own history. As we move on to the next ancient enigma, one mystery that continues to elude us is the story behind the disappearance of the powerful pharaohs of Egypt. The tombs of the pharaohs, once the final resting places of Egypt's greatest rulers, are among the most mysterious and awe-inspiring archaeological sites in the world. For thousands of years, these tombs were believed to hold the key to unlocking the secrets of Egypt's powerful dynasty. However, despite centuries of exploration, many of the most powerful pharaohs in Egyptian history seem to have disappeared without a trace. One of the most baffling aspects of ancient Egyptian history is the disappearance of the tombs of several prominent pharaohs. The tombs of great rulers like Akhenaten, Nefertiti, and even the famous Tutankhamun were often plundered in antiquity, and their final resting places were lost to history. While King Tutankhamun's tomb was famously discovered in 1922 by Howard Carter, the tombs of many other pharaohs remain lost. Akhenaten, for example, the pharaoh who established the controversial monotheistic religion of Aten, left behind a kingdom in turmoil, yet his tomb has never been definitively located. The most puzzling case is that of Queen Nefertiti, Akhenaten's queen. Nefertiti is one of Egypt's most famous and enigmatic figures, known for her beauty and her powerful role alongside Akhenaten. However, despite her prominence, no one knows for sure where she was buried. Some researchers speculate that her tomb could be hidden within the famous Valley of the Kings, perhaps in a secret chamber that has yet to be discovered. In recent years, there have been claims that Nefertiti's tomb might even be concealed behind a hidden wall in the tomb of Tutankhamun, but no conclusive evidence has been found to confirm these theories. Even more perplexing is the story of the heretic pharaoh Akhenaten himself. Akhenaten is famous for abandoning Egypt's traditional polytheistic religion and instituting worship of a single god, Aten, the sun disk. This religious revolution was so radical that it led to a collapse in the political and cultural stability of Egypt. After Akhenaten's death, his successors, including the boy king Tutankhamun, completely abandoned his reforms. Akhenaten, modern-day Amarna, was eventually abandoned and forgotten, as if history itself was trying to erase his name. What happened to Akhenaten's tomb? Theories abound, but many suggest that his tomb was never completed, as his religious reforms were abandoned by later pharaohs. Some believe that he was buried in the Valley of the Kings, but no tomb has ever been definitively linked to him. Others propose that Akhenaten's tomb might lie in the ruins of Amarna itself, yet exploration of this area has not yielded the answers historians hope for. While Akhenaten and Nefertiti are perhaps the most famous examples, there are many other pharaohs whose tombs have never been found. The tomb of the powerful Ramses II, one of the greatest pharaohs in Egyptian history, was originally thought to be lost. However, in 1817, the tomb of Ramses II was rediscovered in the Valley of the Kings. Even so, many believe that there may be other tombs of equally important rulers that are yet to be discovered. Hiding in the vast desert landscape of Egypt, the loss of these tombs raises profound questions about the nature of ancient Egyptian burial practices and the treatment of the royal dead. While many of the tombs of Egypt's rulers were lavishly decorated and filled with treasures to accompany them in the afterlife, others were robbed, forgotten, or even deliberately erased from history. Some believe that the tombs of certain pharaohs were intentionally hidden or destroyed by later rulers in an effort to discredit or erase their predecessors from memory. This idea of damnation of memory was a powerful tool in ancient Egypt, as rulers sought to secure their legacies by erasing the names and accomplishments of their rivals. One of the most famous examples of this is the so-called damnation of Akhenaten's memory. After his death, following pharaohs sought to undo his religious reforms and erase his name from history. Statues of Akhenaten were defaced, and his name was removed from monuments and inscriptions across Egypt. The mystery surrounding his tomb and its possible concealment may be linked to this attempt to obliterate his legacy. Similarly, the tomb of the wicked pharaoh Hatshepsut, female ruler who reigned for over 2 decades, was also deliberately obscured. Her tomb was hidden by her successor, Thutmose III, who sought to undermine her rule. As we look forward to future excavations and technological advancements in archaeology, there's hope that more tombs will be uncovered. The use of ground-penetrating radar, drone technology, and other modern techniques could bring to light long-lost burial sites, allowing historians to piece together the final chapters of Egypt's most famous pharaohs. Until then, the questions surrounding these vanished rulers, their tombs, and their legacies will continue to baffle historians and fuel speculation for generations to come. In the end, the lost tombs of the pharaohs offer a haunting glimpse into the past, a reminder of the impermanence of even the most powerful rulers and the mysteries that lie hidden beneath the sands of Egypt. Whether we ever uncover the truth behind their disappearances or not, the story of the pharaohs will forever remain one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of ancient history. Do you have your own theories about the mysteries of ancient Egypt? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to uncover even more secrets from the past, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Dan T, forget to ring the bell so you never miss an episode of Unsolved Mysteries of the Past. Stay tuned for more, and let's continue the journey through history together.